亲爱的网友朋友们，大家好。
Hello, my dear friends.
头部的问题啊，困扰着很多的人。
Problems
比如
on
说
the
头
head
痛
actually bothering lots of people. Say, for
甚
example,
至失眠
headache
这一类
or
疾病啊，
even
有的
insomnia.
人一得呀，
These
就
kind of
10年以
disease.
上。
Some people,
我
when
见过一个
they
老师
suffer
给他
from
40
them,
多年
sometimes
一
they
直头痛。
suffer like over 10 years. And I
那
know
我们
someone
就
who
说你
suffered
看
for 40
各种各
years.
样的止痛药有多少啊，是吧？
There's so
关键
many
后来
different
这
kind
个
of
人哈，
painkillers,
达到
but
10
that
年以上
person,
的严重
you
头
know,
痛
those
的，
people who
一
have
天吃1把药
headache
片，
for over
就是
10
这样
years,
还是
sometimes they
隐隐
need
作痛。
to have a bunch
吃
of
那么多的
the
药，一
pills,
吃
and
10
then
年
they,
以上，
like
多
for
少的毒副
over
作用，
10
是不是？
years. Just
还有一个就
imagine
是
how
失
many
眠症。
side effects.
哦，
And
失
also
眠症我看了
insomnia.
和头痛比啊，还不如头痛。
Yeah,
人家都睡
insomnia
觉，
actually
他就在那溜达。 那两
is
个眼睛
even
啊，
worse
说
than
白天呀
headache.
特别迷糊
Other
犯
people are
困，
sleeping, and then
晚上特
like
别
for
清醒。
them in the
哦，
daytime
第一
they
个
are
人
very
数清醒。
sleepy, and at night they
啊，
are so
什么样的方
wide
法都用
awake
过，
and
一只羊、
counting
2
the
只羊、3
stars,
只
and they
羊
were
啊，
counting
无
the
数只羊，
sheep
没
and
用，越
countless
数越
sheep.
清醒。
No
好
use.
像草原
The
上的
more
羊，
they
他都拿
count,
手
and
枪口
then the
啊，
more
朵朵
awake
白
they
云
are.
啊，越数越清
And
楚。
then they
他能
count
把
the
云甚至
clouds, and
一
then
朵
they
一
could
朵的
even
来数，
distinguish, you know,
就是那么
different
清醒。
pieces
急
of
死人了
cloud. And then
啊！
it's
所以也
so,
是吃1大把
what
药
a big problem. And then
啊。
they also
一
have
般
to
人
take
吃1片
a lot
那
of
个
pills.
那
Some
叫什么
people,
安眠药，是吧？别人是
maybe
4片、6
they
片的
they
吃
need to
哈。
have just
你
one
想
pill
伤
of
不伤身体
sleeping
的？
pill, but some might take
并
4 or
且
6. Would
就是
that be
临时可
harmful
能
to
让你迷
health?
糊一下，
And
从长期
maybe
来说
just
没有，
temporarily
这不
will
是个
make
解
you
决的办
sleepy,
法，
but long
特别
term
是像
it's
头痛
not
一
a
样，
cure. It's
没有
just
用。
like for a headache,
哎，我是发
painkillers
现
are
哈，
not
在这
the
个
the
茫茫
cure.
人群之
I
中啊，
noticed
有
that
相当的一个比例哈，
in
是
many
头
people,
痛
like
或者是失眠问
a
题的
big
啊。
percentage of
啊，
people
当然还有一
have
个麻
either
烦就是
headache or
这个
migraine or
中间呢就是昏睡
insomnia.
头晕。
And another
哎，
issue is
对，他们
is
其实都会引
dizziness
发
or
很多
what
的
is called
这种
vertigo.
并发症、综合
And
症
it could
啊，
be
这
like
3种
many
头部
different
的疾病能引发很多
syndromes and
其他的问题，
can
有
cause
的是
many
眼睛
other
痛，
problems. Sometimes their
有的
eyes
产
can
生
be
耳鸣，
painful, or
是吧？
sometimes they
哎，
have
有的
ringing in
脑
the
子变得
ear,
不好
and
使，
sometimes
哎，
they
有的
cannot
变成忧郁
think
症。
clearly. Some
你想，你
have
长期失
depression.
眠，
Say
你的
if
精神
you
状态能好得了
always
吗？
cannot
不可
sleep,
能
would you
的。
be in a very
所
good
以呢，
mood?
一般长期失眠的
Impossible.
人哈，
And so
就是习
people
惯性
who
失眠的人， 有个脸色的
have
特
a
征，你想
long-term
是黑的还是白的？
insomnia, usually their
偏
face,
黑，
would that be
那个黑是
dark
指偏
or
污，
very
有
light?
点
No,
雾
it's
气、雾
usually
气蒙
very
蒙的
dark,
污
like
色
very
啊，其实不
dark
好，
color,
这样也
like
会
with
影
the
响我们
fog,
的运
and
气
it's
啊，
actually
这样健康
affecting
本身就是个问题。
their fate, and
但
also, of
是
course, that will affect their health.
当这类的
However,
朋友啊，这类疾
these
病的朋友，
kind of
当遇
people,
上拔罐内
when
功之后，
they
会
meet
怎么样呢？
Energy
我们听一
Bagua,
听
what would
马来
happen?
西亚的朋友
Let's
啊，
listen
哎，
to
有关
stories
这方
from
面这个
Malaysia.
疾病的见证分
Yeah,
享。
their sharings about their problems. And
我的名字叫张
so
玉香，
my name
我
is
今
Zhang
年
Yixiang.
49岁。
I'm 59 years
基本上
old.
我有睡眠方面
Basically, I have a
已经失
problem
眠了15
sleeping.
年。
I've
我
had
一个星期
insomnia for
只
15
能
years.
睡10
Every
个小
week,
时。
I can only
有
sleep
时
for
我真
10
的是
hours.
忍无可忍，
Sometimes I
会
couldn't
大声
stand
的
it
在叫
anymore,
喊。
and I
对，
would
因
even
为
scream
已经压
because
住2-3
it's
天不
already
能
2 or
睡，那
3
一种
days
感
without
觉就是你
sleep.
整身
And
非
that
常的
feeling,
疲
you know, your
倦，
body
但是
is
就是
very,
脑
very
部是
tired, but your
就
head
不
is
能
not
好像
sleeping.
关开关
And
这样，
it's
不
like a
能
switch
关。
that cannot be
比如
turned
说
off.
晚上不能睡觉，
She
都
cannot
2、
sleep
3
at
天他
night,
就喊喊打
and
叫，
after 2 or 3 days,
就
she'd
陪
be
他看电
screaming
视
and
啊，
yelling. So I stay
泡
up with
泡
her,
泡什么给他
watching
喝，
TV and
那时
make
候
drinks for her.
觉得是
I feel
我看
so
了无
bad
数
for
次
her.
的医生，然
I've
后
gone to the
就
doctors
是有时
countless
医
times.
生可
The
以
only
做的
thing
就
that
是
the
给你安
doctors
眠
could
药，
do was
然
to
后
give me
有时
sleeping
2-3
pills.
天真的
So
不
if
能
I
睡，
can't sleep for 2
整身
or 3 days,
酸痛的
my
时
whole
候
body
不
would
能
be
再
in
止痛的时候，
pain.
我
And
都
when
会
I couldn't stand it anymore. I would take the sleeping pill, but it doesn't work. Unfortunately, I was also diagnosed with Meniere's disease, the Meniere syndrome, in 2012. Basically, it's vertigo. The vertigo episode would last 2 to 3 hours. During the attack, everything I see is spinning. I can't walk. I'd be jolting. And vertigo is actually more terrifying. When I'm eating at a table, I need to hold the table with one hand and eat with the other hand because I'm scared suddenly I would get disoriented and fall. Once I was driving and suddenly the dizziness attacked me. I had to hit the brake right away and stop in the middle of the road. And then I asked my husband to come over and pick me up and send me home. I stopped driving since then. I'm most scared of her vertigo episodes. Whenever it comes, she'll fall onto the floor. I've seen her fall many times. Sometimes she falls on the toilet. I grab her. When you're dizzy, you don't feel that you're bleeding. My husband had to take me and get stitched up, 7 stitches. Encountering Energy Bagua. It was around October 2017 I encountered Energy Bagua. After practicing Energy Bagua for about 3 months, I can sleep normally. Since then, I have stopped taking sleeping pills. I can sleep for 5 to 6 hours every night. It's a significant improvement for me. For 15 years, I've been dreaming of sleeping. I'm thrilled to be like this. I continue to practice Energy Bagua. After about a year, I only had vertigo episodes once every month or every 2 months, and the attack would be very short. In just a few seconds, it's an enormous improvement. I'm very, very, very grateful to Grandmaster JinBodhi for giving me a new life. Master is like the parent of my new life. My family doesn't need to worry about my health anymore, especially my husband. He's not stressed over my health anymore. As she continued to walk Energy Bagua, things just got better and better. The first time she walked Energy Bagua, she walked very slowly. The second, third, and fourth time up to walking for about 3 months, many problems have gone. When my wife sleeps better, I can definitely sleep well too. In all these years of practicing Energy Bagua, I'm very grateful because I'm very grateful for Grandmaster teaching Energy Bagua, which is easy to learn and very helpful. I started an Energy Bagua practice point near my home at the end of 2018. I hope more people can learn Energy Bagua. I want to help them get rid of their health problems and regain good health just like me. I'm really, really grateful for Grandmaster JinBodhi to give me my new life. Thank you, Grandmaster JinBodhi. After practicing Energy Bagua, 15 years of insomnia gone, improved symptoms of Meniere's disease, 95% less vertigo, no more nausea and feeling cold. So we're so happy to hear that 15 years of insomnia. Yeah, usually, a lot of people, they have these insomnia for many years. Yeah, over 10 years. Yeah, and for her, it's like could not sleep for the whole night for her. Sometimes 3 days she couldn't sleep, and they might be insane, right? Yeah, you can give it a try, like for 3 days without sleep. Yeah, it's like the switch cannot be turned off. She didn't want to think of anything, but it just did. And also brought so much worry to her family because she couldn't sleep. Her husband had to stay up with her and watch TV with her and making drink for her, and so anxious for her husband too. And she's very painful, Grandmaster said. Yeah, really suffering. Yeah, and so for me, when I was delivering baby, like, every 2 hours I have to, after I deliver the baby, I have to get up every 2 hours, and then it was already very suffering, and yeah, couldn't sleep is really, really hard, really painful. Did you suffer insomnia? No, if you have to get up, yeah, just for looking after the baby. When the baby is little, you have to, get up many times and look after the baby, and just getting up several times at night is already very, very painful. But for her, like, she could only sleep 10 hours for a week. It's like only an hour, less than 2 hours a day. How can anybody be able to handle that? Yeah, usually someone may have a nap for over an hour a day, and that would last for many days, not many days, many years, over 15 years, and doctors couldn't help much. And she went to doctors countless times, and they only give her sleeping pills. But how long did she get better after practicing Energy Bagua? Only 3 months. Yeah, it's just 100 days. Just 100 days to establish the foundation. Yeah. And so 100 days solved 15 years of problems. So insomnia is a very difficult thing for many, many people, many doctors too. But now it's all gone. And also her husband is a good witness, because he can see that she's getting better and better. After 3 months, she's all good. And finally, her husband can finally sleep. Yeah, only when she can sleep well, then her husband can sleep better. Yeah, when you cannot sleep well, then what about your mood? Of course, you would want to yell or scream or scold other people. Yeah. And also before, she had vertigo, the Meniere's syndrome. Yeah, just insomnia is very terrible. Yeah, maybe the chronic insomnia can cause these kind of syndromes. And so Meniere syndrome is a problem in the inner ear. So the medical doctors actually is saying, like, this is impossible to cure. And when it attacks someone, they can be very dizzy. And so usually for her, it's like 2 to 3 hours. And it was so dangerous when she was driving and suddenly attacked her. Yeah, and when she was eating, she had to hold the table. It's so dangerous, right? So dangerous. And before, it was just so painful, so much suffering, and now it's so dangerous. And this is incurable disease in in the medical history. And yeah, from hours of dizziness and now reduced to only seconds of dizziness. Yeah, and it also happened very, very infrequently, so only like once every 1 to 2 months. Yeah, this is really incredible. So Energy Bagua is really bringing results very fast. Even very hard chronic disease, just if you continue and persist in practicing, then then you will get the results. So she said it's so easy to learn, but it's bringing miraculous results. So she went to practice Energy Bagua, and her husband also go with her. Yeah, so when they walk together, they will be together forever. Wow, it's so good received. Yeah, and she wanted to establish a new Energy Bagua practice point. Yes, she already did. And not only she get healthier, and her husband also is liberated. And they're like the most amazing couple now. And both of them established a new Energy Bagua practice point to help others. This is wonderful. Congratulations. So congratulations, Zhang Yixiang. So, shall we give her a present? Sure. So, look at this. What is this? The turquoise. Yeah, very small turquoise beads. Because in Malaysia it's very hot, and so if you wear these it won't make you feel hot. These are all natural turquoise, this turquoise necklace. And wish you to be together forever and walk Energy Bagua every day, and you will live over 99 and a wonderful couple. So Zhang Yuxiang, Sister Zhang Yuxiang from Baoling Bodhi Meditation Center. Yeah, so the Energy Bagua practice point is a TTDI Energy Bagua practice point. Yeah, TTDI Energy Bagua practice point. Baoling Bodhi Meditation Center, Malaysia. So we remember that Energy Bagua practice point. That is where she got recovered. So anyone who want to get recovered, you should contact them. So here is their phone number. And yeah, so this TTDI Energy Bagua practice point helped Yu Xiang from very dangerous disease and a lot of suffering from insomnia. Yeah, and so we'd like to know more about this TTDI energy practice, Energy Bagua practice point, and let's also watch the leader of this practice point, her sharing. My name is Amy Xu, and I'm 60 years old. Before practicing Energy Bagua, I suffered from headache for over a decade. I'd threw up from the pain, and I had to take painkillers, 2 to 4 pills each time. The pain won't sleep unless I took the pill. I had the headache 2 to 3 times a week. When it gets more severe, and I'd have migraine, then I couldn't sleep and couldn't work. I couldn't cook myself, so I hired a caregiver to help me. Because of my headache, I would have very bad temper and fight a quarrel with my husband, and the quarrel was so bad that we wouldn't talk for several days. I also didn't have a good relationship with my employees because I would very often scold them. I went to see the doctors, but they couldn't find any cure or the cause of the disease. They just say that it's stress from work. So I tried to find other help, but nothing really helped. I also had the palpitation for over a decade, and I had fast heartbeats, almost over 100 beats per minute. Sometimes I had difficulty breathing and my hands would become numb. Then I need some quiet time to come down. I went to the hospital and had MRI imaging to see what was wrong, but the doctor couldn't find any issue. I don't know what's the root cause. I found an Energy Bagua practice point close to my home, and I started practicing. It's very convenient, so I practice every day. After practicing Energy Bagua for about 3 months, the headache stopped and never returned. I stopped taking painkillers. It's great. I have a great relationship with my husband. We really quarrel now. After practicing Energy Bagua for about a year, my heart rate dropped to about 80 beats per minute. It solved my arrhythmia issue. Before, it beat so fast, and it was as if I was going to have a heart attack, and I had to stop everything I was doing. Before, my heartbeat was so fast that I couldn't run. I was scared to go running. Now, I can do anything, any sports or exercise. After practicing Energy Bagua for about 2 years, I lost 10 kilograms. My friends told me I look fit, more beautiful, and look younger. And so they asked me what I've been doing. I told them that I've been walking Energy Bagua. Oh, And I had astigmatism for over 20 years. I couldn't drive at night or in the rain. After practicing Energy Bagua for about 3 years, one day, I forgot to take my glasses. But I realized I was still able to drive normally. I was so happy. I didn't know how it happened. It's a miracle. Now I don't need glasses anymore. I'm very healthy. I'm very grateful for Grandmaster JinBodhi. Thank you for teaching Energy Bagua. I've been leading the TTDI Energy Bagua practice point for 5 years. I hope more people can meet Grandmaster JinBodhi and learn Energy Bagua with us and bring happiness to their families and become healthier, and then everyone will be happy. After working Energy Bagua, so 10 years of severe headache healed, back temper was gone, and heart rate is normal. 20 years of astigmatism was healed. So you see, yeah, the headache, yeah, the doctors sometimes say no problem, but when it's very painful, it's a big problem. Yeah, you shouldn't blame them for, scolding people, because it's really hard to bear. Yeah, so when you have headache, maybe you would have a bad temper, or maybe in another extreme would be like you would be too weak and you don't want to say anything and don't want to eat. And so headache is really a big problem. So Sister Xiao Li Bing, her English name is Amy, and she said she used to take the painkillers like 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, and so this is a very frequent problem, but the doctors still say no problem. Yeah, but well, actually it is very hard to find the cause. Yeah, maybe they would do some scans and see if there are any tumors or any organs have any like physical changes. And so her husband also suffers, because yeah, you can see that she's very capable person, and because she's an employer, but her employees would suffer too, because she would scold her employee. Yeah, and she won't be able to enjoy any peace, because she always had the suffering and the headache, and she did have a caregiver, but she's still suffering. Yeah. Maybe some people have experienced that. Yeah, nobody can replace you in that pain, right? And headache is really painful. And it was good that she found Energy Bagua, and also about 3 months, so 100 days. So yeah, Grandmaster, you said 100 days to establish a foundation. This is really a very important secret. And so before it would be like 2 to 3 times a week, but now for so many years she doesn't have headache, and she had good relationship with her husband, and she also improved the relationship with her employees. And so Energy Bagua usually not just heal one person, like for her it actually helped the whole family and also the whole company. Yeah, and also she had that very fast heartbeat is also a big problem. The heart arrhythmia, she's like over 100 beats per minute. Yeah, usually when you are running or maybe you are doing yeah, maybe it's over 100. Yeah, if you're doing some very some sports, then you may have this like very fast heartbeat. But she, without doing any exercise, she's already beating, her heart is beating so fast. This is actually bringing a lot of burden to the heart. And so because the heart would be overburdened and overused and cause problems, and then the heart would be ill. and couldn't function properly. The heart would be very tired, and the heart will become expanded and eventually can cause heart failure. So she had two problems. One is the head, and the second is the heart. So see, usually people have those cardiovascular disease. Yeah. So the doctor couldn't find any cause for that. The same thing, she practiced Energy Bagua for a year now. Her heartbeat is normal. She can even run, and she can do even strenuous exercise. Yeah. Everything is normal. Well, what is a good health? It's just normal. It's a good health. Yeah. And she does have something very beautiful. She lost 10 pounds. Look at her before. When she was holding that durian, she was like very chubby, and now she's like a young girl. Yeah, what a big comparison. Which is better? Oh, of course, getting more fit. Yeah, durian, of course, the heavier the better, but for us, the thinner the better. Well, especially at this age, the thing that your Grandmaster said, you're talking about her age. Well, yeah, she looks so young now. Her friends and colleagues are saying, how come she's like a different person, look younger and fit? And so they asked her what she did, and so she said she practiced Energy Bagua, so she brought them to go and practice Energy Bagua too. Headache is similar to dizziness. When you go and tell the doctor that you have this issue, when they test with the instrument, it doesn't see anything, so the only thing that they can do is just to give some painkillers. And she had the headache and heart arrhythmia, and also the lost weight, and also her eyes. Yeah, before she had astigmatism, and she found that after 3 years her astigmatism also disappeared. Yeah, so with astigmatism, sometimes they would see, a lot of things they would see very blurry. Yeah, just look at the picture here. And so her eyes get healthier is a big thing. Yeah, astigmatism is very hard to cure. Usually you can only wear glasses. Usually bigger eyes are more likely to have astigmatism. Yeah. Yeah, usually smaller eyes are very sharp and good eyesight, and yeah, but practicing Energy Bagua that improved eyesight. Yeah, so Sister Sheyi used to be nearsighted, and now she feels quite dizzy with the same glasses. And then so she went to check with the optometrist, and so they said, oh, your glasses are too much for you now, it can reduce like 100 degrees. And yeah, also Energy Bagua helps floaters, and yeah, so yeah, she lost weight, and yes. Yeah, some people, they said, they'd rather have headache and they want to lose weight, but for her, she doesn't have to suffer from headache anymore, and she lost weight. Yeah, so Energy Bagua helped many kind of eye disease, including glaucoma. Yeah, and so she's so happy. She doesn't have headache, and her heart is normal, and her eyes are clear, and lost weight. And when she's talking, she's very gentle, and her husband is saved, right? So not only herself was helped, and she started to help others. So this is really I really respect her for doing that. She's already been the leader of this Energy Bagua practice point for 5 years. This TTDI park is very beautiful, and there are lots of residents around this park. There are many people coming to this park. So this is a very, very good place to help people. Yeah, this is a very, very good location too. And there are many good residential area around. So she has already benefited from Energy Bagua, so she helped many other people to learn Energy Bagua and benefit. So this Energy Bagua practice point has been, well, this Energy Bagua practice point is the very first one in Malaysia. Yeah, because Energy Bagua is such a wonderful practice. So they started to establish, this is the very first Energy Bagua practice point, and they trained many the leader of Energy Bagua practice point. And so this is a senior Energy Bagua practice point. So she was not the first one who was there, but she took over the responsibility to be the leader of that Energy Bagua practice point. So maybe we can listen to her sharing about the whole Energy Bagua practice point. I'm Amy Sue. I'm 60 years old. TTDI Energy Bagua Point was established in 2012, and it was close to Baoling, Bodhi Meditation Center, and we found such a beautiful garden to practice together. From 2012 to now, we've already had 150 Energy Bagua practice point because brothers and sisters, after they learned Energy Bagua, they benefit so much and then acquired health, and so they all spent time to establish Energy Bagua practice point. I started to be the leader here from 2016 because I benefited a lot. Before, I had a lot of sufferings and illnesses. I'm healthy now. I benefited a lot. I'm very, very grateful for the blessings of Grandmaster JinBodhi and help so many people. When I see them improve their health step by step and getting healthier and healthier, I'm getting more and more motivation to help more people. Before, I don't sweat. For over 10 years, I don't sweat really, really hard. But after the second day and third day after I practice Energy Bagua, I start to sweat. My head sweat, every part of the body sweat. My whole body doesn't feel sleepy anymore. I feel energetic. I'm a professor in a university, so I have a lot of pressure in the work. Because of work, I have a lot of back pain and soreness, and after I had children, this back pain actually bothered me for a very long time. But ever since I practiced Energy Bagua, I found that the back soreness and pain doesn't bother me. Not only Energy Bagua reduced my fatigue, but also released my pressure mentally. My mind is clearer. For the same job, before I need maybe 1 hour to do it, but ever since I have very clear mind, now maybe I only need half an hour to do it. I really love Energy Bagua, so every day I will practice Energy Bagua first before I go to work. And before I practice Energy Bagua, I had 15 years of insomnia. Every week I can only sleep 8 to 10 hours. And so for 3 days, I can only sleep less than 1 hour. But after 3 months of practicing Energy Bagua, I almost don't have any insomnia problem. The Energy Bagua is so wonderful. I love you, Grandmaster. Before, I had very sensitive skin, and my face is sensitive, and it would be red and swelling. My neck and face would be very itchy. I went to see the doctor, but no use. And then I came to practice Energy Bagua. 6 months later, I found my skin is improving. And it's not sensitive anymore, and it's not itchy anymore. So I'm very, very happy. I used to have the bone spur on my cervical spine and my neck and my shoulder are very stiff, and I can only raise my arm here. And I couldn't sleep before at night. When I lay down, the chest congestion would wake me up. Every night I have to get up again and again and couldn't sleep until the morning. After I just practiced 2 weeks after practice Energy Bagua, my arm can raise very naturally, and I can very easily. I don't have the stiffness anymore. After 3 months, I can very easily sleep through the night. I don't have to get up at the middle of the night. TTDI Energy Bagua practice point, until now we have over 1,000 people who practice Energy Bagua here. Every morning we start practicing at 7 a.m. and every day we have over 30 people coming here. I'm very happy TTDI Energy Bagua practice point trained 36 leaders of Energy Bagua practice point, and they all started new practice points. So he said we started a new Energy Bagua practice point in 2018. We benefited a lot. Myself and my husband, my husband encouraged me and supported me. We hope with the new Energy Bagua practice point, more people can benefit, more people can receive happiness and health. Grandmaster, we will teach more people Energy Bagua. I hope more people will practice with us and receive health and happiness. We love you, Grandmaster. So 80% of the students here are volunteers. So whenever there are newcomers, we will introduce them to Bodhi meditation and to get to know Grandmaster JinBodhi, introduce them to our center. Once a week, our brothers and sisters will go to the meditation center to clean the center, and every year we will have several family days to introduce new friends to come over to learn Energy Bagua. And on the family day, we'll prepare a lot of delicious food, and we have a lot of people who are very gifted, and they will do some performance. Amy.
Very diligent in looking after the people who comes for Bagua, in teaching the new people, and anybody who's interested when they stop by to look at this practice, Sister Amy will be the one going up to tell them about Energy Bagua.
Sister Amy 真是菩萨的心肠，很耐心的教我们怎样走好。
And she is like a bodhisattva. She's very patient and teach us the right posture, and we're very grateful. We're like a family.
For helping us to benefit from Master's Energy Bagua.
Energy Bagua is now part of our life. So every day we need to practice Energy Bagua. My hope is for more people to benefit from Energy Bagua, and we can train more leaders of Energy Bagua practice points so that Energy Bagua would spread to the whole Malaysia. Energy Bagua, the life force energy. We practice Energy Bagua every day. When we are old, we don't need anybody to serve us and help us. Thank you, Grandmaster. Yay! Thank you, Grandmaster. Wow, what a yeah. So even when they're like 99 years old, they don't need anyone to take care of them. Yeah, so this is the wish for everyone who practice Energy Bagua. And Sister Dongying also said, we hope Energy Bagua will be spread to the whole Malaysia. And this Energy Bagua practice point established in 2012, so it's already been 10 years. They trained 36 leaders of the Energy Bagua practice point, and now they have 150 Energy Bagua practice point. And Baoling Bodhi Meditation Center was the very first Bodhi Meditation Center in Malaysia, and Grandmaster went there to establish the center himself, and so yeah, that became the training site for training all the leaders of the Energy Bagua points. months, and they have already taught over 1,000 people to learn Energy Bagua and benefit from Energy Bagua. Among these 1,000 people, there are 36 leaders of Energy Bagua practice points. So we really need to give them a round of applause. So yeah, the round of applause is for this Energy Bagua practice point, and also for the Baoling Bodhi Meditation Center. So when we're looking at their sharings, they had all kinds of problems, and then they look so young and they're so happy, and they're wearing our Energy Bagua t-shirt. They look so beautiful and young, and so all of these people, they are sharing about their benefits. So in our movie, it's just a very small part of the benefit. There are so many other benefits we haven't shared. So when we were watching Sister Dong Ying's sharing, she actually sent us another audio. She actually have more benefits she wanted to share with us. I'm Amy Siu. My Dharma name is Dong Ying. I came from TTDI Energy Bagua Practice Point. I wanted to share again because yesterday, because Grandmaster talked about the dreams yesterday, I wanted to share my experience about the dreams. Before, every week, 2 or 3 times, I would have nightmares with ghosts or very bad things, and would chase me for a long time and to very far. And there would be bad people are holding knives and something sharp wanting to kill me, and I was very, very scared. I would be yelling and screaming and woke up, and then my heartbeat would be very fast. And then I wouldn't be able to sleep because the heartbeat was too fast, and I was so scared. In 2015, I get to know Grandmaster JinBodhi, and I purchased a lot of bracelets and necklace and bead, and I wear them when I sleep. And every day, I also practice Energy Bagua. Less than 1 month, now I've already practiced 6 to 7 years. All these years, I've never had those nightmares anymore. So that's why I'm very energetic, because I can sleep very well. I'm very grateful for Grandmaster and grateful for Bodhi meditation. Yeah, interesting. I didn't know that she actually had these stories. She never publicly told anyone. Yeah, she had these headache and palpitation, and also nightmares and ghosts and bad people holding knives and swords and chase her. And that's why she would have headache. That's why she had headache, or these heart arrhythmia. Yeah, that's why she would scream. So Energy Bagua actually helped to raise our positive energy and the young energy, so those ghosts and monsters or bad energy won't get close. So Energy Bagua fill her with positive energy, and also the blessed items also helped her to be away from those nightmares. Yeah, she didn't even mention that in the movie, and so she thought about that, and she took that audio to report to Grandmaster. So she had so many benefits, and she had so many needs, and she did so much for so many people. So I will give her a gift. Look at it. Wow. This is a turquoise, such a big
中
turquoise
石的挂坠哈，
pendant.
也比贾宝玉那个还好看。
Wow, this is even better than Jia Baoyu, who is, a main character in the Red Mansions.
健
Yeah.
康长寿，
So hope you health, longevity, happy and healthy,
远离一切邪气。
far from all evil spirit
好，
and
这个送
qi.
给你哈。
Oh, 收到. Thank you, Grandmaster, for the blessings. So for Sister Dongying, yeah, she was wearing that the scarf. It looks so beautiful. Yeah. Most importantly is to lose 10 pounds, and the color, yeah, a white shirt with our scarf. Yeah, it just looks so beautiful. I don't know how to
好看。
yeah, how to describe. It just looks so good. And the coming together of water and wind, she looks so energetic and so beautiful.
温柔。
And also gentle, but also very dignified and graceful. And also, yeah, the skin looks good, as if she has a heart as vast as the ocean. Yeah, so beautiful. And she also has a wonderful, well, she herself has very wonderful benefits, and she's also leading a wonderful Energy Bagua practice point. A lot of people are also very happy, and actually they had tears when hearing these sharings. And a lot of people say, oh, I really want to go there. A lot of people say, I really want to establish an Energy Bagua practice point. And a sister said, I want to start Energy Bagua practice point in San Diego. Yeah. So, yeah, because Dongying said we want to spread Energy Bagua throughout Malaysia, but our online friends said we want to spread Energy Bagua to all over the world. Oh, I think these people are people with conscience from a sick person. They recovered and they want to pass it on, and they want to share the house with everyone. So every day they will get up early. Sometimes they will get up at like 4 a.m. and bring all the equipment to serve everyone. A lot of times she would also organize family day. Yeah, and so they will prepare a lot of good food and some performance, and so they did very well. So she really, she had lots of great ideas, and everyone can be a very good advertisement, because they are they're already demonstrating a good testimonial. So let's look at the next one. Hello everyone, my name is Mo Cui Chen. I'm 55 years old. Before practicing Energy Bagua, I have 4 health issues. The first is sensitive skin. The second is asthma. The third is weak legs and knees. And the last is my shoulder pain. I had eczema and sensitive skin for at least 4 years. Whenever it started, my face would be red and swollen. It feels hot and itchy. I've seen specialists already, but the doctor would just give me some ointment to put on, and it just treats the symptom but not the underlying cause. So it would go away and come back again. Then when the weather is hot, if I'm exposed to the sun, it would flare up again. Then I put on some serum, and the redness and itchiness would fall back a little. When it's itchy, I would scratch it, and then it's a stinging pain to put on the serum. It's very painful. it's not just my face. My neck also has many red rashes. It gets worse when I sweat. So then I'd scratch it and put on ointment to alleviate the itchiness. My second health issue is asthma. It started in 1999 when I was pregnant with my second daughter. I couldn't sleep lying down. I had to sit like this so I can breathe well. Otherwise, it's difficult for me to fall asleep. When I went to see the specialist, he gave me medication to treat asthma and hypersensitivity pneumonitis. During an asthma attack, I couldn't breathe. My eyes would look like a dead fish. I'm terrified. I'm sitting there at night and I don't dare to sleep. I'm afraid that I'd just stop breathing and die. So I went back to see the specialist again. He gave me medication with steroid. I have to use steroid every day, and if I didn't use them, I could hear the sound from my lungs when breathing. When I hear the sound, I need to use the steroid medication. My third health issue is my knees. I had a sports injury. I went to see the traditional Chinese doctor and used ointment patches. The injury got better, but sometimes I suddenly lose strength and fall when I walked. When I walk on uneven roads, I couldn't control it and I'd fall suddenly, spraining my ankle or hurting my feet. I'm really afraid of taking a bad fall and being admitted to a hospital. I knew I had to be very careful. When I took the stairs, I had to hold the handrail. After practicing Energy Bagua for half a year, my eczema got better. It happened only once in 2 months. So I continued practicing. It's now 2022. I've been practicing for quite a few years now. The eczema healed by itself. Since practicing Energy Bagua, I've used very few skin products. The red rashes on my neck disappeared and the itchiness was gone. It's completely healed. After practicing Energy Bagua for 3 months, my legs were stronger. I don't fall anymore. I don't need to hold the handrail walking up and down the stairs. It's easy. Grandmaster said when we walk, we should slightly bend our knees. Yeah, after 6 months, before I need to take the medication for my eczema, but after practicing for half a year, I gradually stopped using that. I realized that practicing beneficial to my asthma condition. My asthma has completely healed. I don't need the medication anymore. Another benefit I want to share is by practicing Energy Bagua Aerobic exercise. I had shoulder pain for over 10 years. I went for massage every week. Like Toina. I've also had physiotherapy treatment, but nothing worked. When the pain started, it's very uncomfortable and I don't even have the strength to put on the seatbelt. My arm had no strength. For example, when I'm on the bed, if there's a pillow beside me, I couldn't grab it with one hand. I need to use my other hand to help. This is the left side. It's so severe on this side. When the shoulder pain got worse, I need to take painkillers. After practicing Energy Bagua Aerobic exercises for half a year, the shoulder pain just stopped and it never returned. It's completely healed. So practice Energy Bagua and aerobic exercise. Many of my health issues get healed. I'm sincerely grateful for Grandmaster JinBodhi. I will continue to practice Energy Bagua and the Energy Bagua Aerobic exercise. Thank you, Grandmaster. Master, I love you. Yeah, so wow, she speaks very fast and her mind is very clear. So from the beginning, she said, I have 4 issues and 1, 2, 3, 4. And Energy Bagua helped all 4 of them. And all these 4 issues are very hard to deal with. The sensitive skin, the rashes, and she used some medications, didn't help too much. And she used some creams or serums and didn't help much. And at that time, she was always, you see the face is swelling and red and she was worried. But after practicing Energy Bagua, the sensitivity of the skin get healed. The sensitivity actually lasted for 4 years. Usually it's also very hard to heal, and some people had to bear with it for the whole life. Yeah, now her skin is all good. And the second is asthma. Asthma is also very hard to deal with. In the movie, sometimes you can see that even if you're a very capable person, and if suddenly you couldn't breathe, then you could even be stuck there and can lose your life. And sometimes in like a martial arts movie, and when they were chasing and fighting, all of a sudden, and then they had to use suddenly found a steroid medicine to spray, and that was very quick result, and that's a kind of hormone. Yeah, we have mentioned about it that it actually has a lot of side effects, but she had no other ways at the beginning, because if she couldn't breathe, then it can even stop her life. And yeah. Yeah, so you really need to. So for asthma patients, they always have to carry the nitroglycerin with them. So this is like a lifesaver for them. But our sister is very fortunate. Only practiced 6 months of Energy Bagua. She can say goodbye to the nitroglycerin. And yeah, so she got well for both of the skin issue and also the asthma. Yeah, in Asia, asthma is quite a common disease. So I like to share with you. So this Sister Mo, she has these sensitive skin and had the red rashes, and she has asthma. These are actually all caused by problems in the respiratory system. So yeah, these skin allergies look like allergies. These actually comes from the respiratory system problem. This is very unhealthy. When it's very severe, she really need to come and practice. Otherwise, it's hard to imagine. Otherwise, she might not need any medication. She might just go. And so when I look at her with my divine eyes, when I look at her body, it's just like it would be very easy to pass away. And actually, when I was young, I encountered an old worker when he was walking, and all of a sudden he squat down and couldn't breathe anymore. It was good that I was there and helped him. I didn't have the steroid, I didn't have the nitroglycerin, I didn't do anything like the medications, but I just did some healing for him. But it's something that it's very hard to cure from the root, because a lot of these illnesses are from the genes. Yeah, so her disease is also from her ancestors, from her genes. So there must be some of her ancestors who had that before, so it's very hard to cure. Yeah, sometimes we can see some people they always have the asthma. Yeah, so this is like it could be an inherited disease. It's another pronunciation joke. So sometimes it's probably just a cloud coming over, or maybe it's just cold air, or maybe some pollen, or just some smell, or maybe paint, or maybe somebody put some perfume, and then they would, that would be terrible for them. Yeah, immediately they need the nitroglycerin, and it would be so hard for them. And so these red rash is like the red light for you. Yeah. So Sister Moore is very lucky. You need to practice well, practice well. Hopefully in the future you will also be a leader of Energy Bagua practice point so that she can also help others. Yeah, actually Grandmaster said my suggestion is that to quit your job and come over and teach more people Energy Bagua. Yeah, you can choose whether you want to get healthy. Health is more important, or other things are more important. So she also has some other problem. Yeah, she look at her knees. Yeah, yeah, she's very good at speaking, but her legs are not very good. Yeah.
所以有时候就马失前蹄，一走一软，路有一点不平，她一下就栽倒。
Yeah, she suddenly would fall, and when she walk up the stairs, she'll have to hold the handrail. Yeah.
这个不详细讨论了。
So we're not going to discuss in details why it happens. Those weak knees, usually ladies, because men usually have harder bones. Some ladies even they could start that issue from 20 years old. Usually, when they're walking, usually the foot is pointing forward, right? But suddenly it will be pointing sideways or even backwards, and it's like a magic. And it's almost like a stick that can be folded, and their feet will be able to be folded, and it's quite terrible. Yeah, that's a problem. And this knee problem also get well very fast. Only 3 months after practicing Energy Bagua, she was able to walk up the stairs without holding rails. Okay, so remember, 3 months, 100 days. Yeah, for many of these sharings here, 100 days is the time when they get well. But don't be happy too early, because we don't know how long it will last. For those who practice 5 years, then a lot of the miracles can happen. So yeah, because at the beginning she couldn't even hold the potted plants. And yeah, some ladies even in their 30s they couldn't even hold the plants and the bonsai. And very rarely people would have no shoulder pain. So anyways, we'll give her this turquoise necklace. So this is a natural one. So some of them have like different shades, and so wish you health, longevity, and happiness, and help more people in the future. Okay. Thank you, Grandmaster. And they have even more sharings from this Energy Bagua practice point. Let's watch. Get rid of the bone spur in the lumbar and the cervical spine. Hello, my name is Pan Xiuling and I'm 55 years old. I was diagnosed with bone spurs in February 2012. They're on the 4th and the 5th lumbar vertebra. They cause lower back pain, and I couldn't stand for even 5 minutes. If I stood any longer, my whole body would be in pain and numbness. I couldn't walk for a long time either. I need to find a place to sit down after 10 minutes. In September, I was diagnosed with a bone spur in the neck. Because of the cervical bone spurs, my upper body, neck, and shoulder were very stiff. It also affected my arms. I couldn't lift my arms to comb my hair or put on the clothes. These movements are challenging for me. I couldn't drive to work because I couldn't turn my neck, and my shoulders were stiff. It was very dangerous. I couldn't lift up my arm. So I had to took a taxi to work every day. the bone spur actually caused the chest congestion, the tightness, so I couldn't breathe normally. I had to take long and deep breaths. Also, when I was sleeping, I'd wake up from a lack of oxygen at night and I couldn't go back to sleep afterwards. I also had difficulty swallowing food. For example, if I had a bowl of rice, I need to pour a cup of water into the rice. Then I would be able to eat it slowly and swallow slowly. It was also difficult to drink water. I couldn't just gulp water. I need to sip the water slowly. From my upper body to my lower body, the entire body was painful, stiff, and weak. My lower body felt very heavy too. The lumbar spine issue tortured me for over 3 years. The cervical spine issue was more than 2 years. Every day, I'm living in hell on earth. I was living in hell on earth. I was not normal. I was young, yet bearing so much pain. I would cry in my sleep and thought about even ending my life. In 2015, I was very fortunate to have to hear about Energy Bagua, and after practicing Energy Bagua for 2 weeks, things started to change. I was able to move my neck freely, and I can eat normally and swallow food easily. I continued to practice Energy Bagua. After 6 months, all the symptoms were gone. My shoulder pain was gone, and I was able to lift up my arms. I could walk and move freely, and I could drive again. I can eat quickly, and I'm back to normal. I can also sleep comfortably. I have sweet dreams until the morning. I don't wake up at night anymore, and I can turn on the bed normally. I don't feel the chest congestion anymore. Before, it felt very heavy and I couldn't turn. After practicing for 6 months, all the symptoms related to lumbar spine issue disappeared. My body is relaxed. I can stand for more than 10 minutes. I can stand for 2 to 3 hours. Walking is simple. I can walk for a long distance. My body is light and free. After walking Energy Bagua for 6 months, all the health problems were gone. So I persisted in practicing. For almost now 7 years, I continue to practice Energy Bagua because it's so effective for me. 4 years ago, I started an Energy Bagua practice point because I hope people who are like me, suffering from pain, can benefit through practicing Energy Bagua. I wish more people can practice and regain health and happiness. I hope more people can start an Energy Bagua practice point as I did. Thank you, Grandmaster, for the Energy Bagua practice. It brought me health and happiness. Thank you, Master. So after practice, the cervical and the lumbar pain disappeared. So for Sister Pan, she also had a lot of problems. Yeah, so the cervical spine and lumbar spine both had problems. Last time, yeah, we talked about the bones, and well, she actually has problem both on the cervical spine and the lower and the lumbar. And she couldn't even stand for 5 minutes. So these problems are actually very common in the tropical area, maybe because of the air conditioning. Oh, because they sweat every day. Can you bear it? Yeah. And she couldn't stand for 5 minutes, and she couldn't move her neck. And she couldn't comb her hair, and she couldn't drive because she couldn't turn. She couldn't do shoulder check. and it's very inconvenient. And also, she also had insomnia, yes. And after practice Energy Bagua, very short time, a lot of these problems disappeared. And she also had the chest congestion. Yeah, she felt hard to breathe. Oh, because the cervical spine is pressing on the lung, I guess. Yeah, so any part of the spine has problem, then some other organs would start to have issues, right? Maybe we'll press this nerve or press that organ. Yeah, so this is very serious. And she walked 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks, she already can move her neck freely. Oh, you actually ignored, forgot one thing. Before, she wasn't able to even have difficulty swallowing or drink water. It's all because of the cervical spine problem. And so breathing and swallowing, yeah, this is very dangerous. If you have any drinking problem or swallowing problem, so the nerves and muscles here could not be managed by the brain, then they could be choked. It's very dangerous. Yeah, and she couldn't even eat rice. She need to put water into the rice. Yeah, so like eating rice is like having a surgery. Yeah, so that's why she said she almost felt like it's probably better to die. And so this is very serious. Yeah, and seriously affected her breath and swallowing. Only 6 months. So 200 days. Yeah, 6 months is like 200 days. So such a hard issue. Only 6 months and get cured. Yeah, so it started actually from 2012 when she had those issues, and only half a year she cured all of these. So this is really a miracle because the doctors couldn't help much. So on the spine, you know, it's very hard to find or diagnose anything. Well, for the bone spur, the only thing maybe the doctors can do is a surgery, but they would be affected. Yeah, she actually, yeah, she's very lucky that she came to Bodhi meditation and met and tried Energy Bagua. So if your doctor couldn't help you at all, then you may want to come to Bodhi meditation to give it a try. Before, she couldn't stand for 5 minutes, but now she's able to walk for 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, walk Energy Bagua, one session is already an hour, right? And she has already practiced 7 years and always persisting. Health is very important and she not only helped herself, and she also start to help others. Wonderful, Grandmaster said. I'll give her a round of applause. Yeah, so if we can help more people, you not necessarily to be the leader of Energy Bagua Point, but just to do something to help others. Yeah, so these people would be more likely to live long, and their children will be better because you help so many people. When you help other people, even yeah, so other people, you know, their family would be grateful, their ancestors would be grateful for you, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas would be happy and bless you. It looks like you're helping others, but your whole family will be growing and developing and be prosperous, you know. Sometimes in the family, the seniors go to help others, and the children will go out and, you know, develop their career. So that's very wonderful. We'll give her a prize. So, wow, this is a turquoise necklace. And this is actually a very antique one. Yeah, we have granted. Look at the these tubes are silver tubes, and then the turquoise are actually like antique. You know, this is actually like an antique turquoise necklace. So we wish Sister and health, happiness, longevity, and auspiciousness and wish fulfillment. So yeah, we talked about the breath, you know. Oh, actually, we talked about the asthma inhaler. That Miss Tan, she's already, remember the one who had the skin issues? She's already a leader of an Energy Bagua practice point. Yeah, we proposed that, we suggested she can be a leader, but yeah, she's already one. And so Sister Dong Yin. So all these sisters here that we have just watched their sharings, they have all becoming leaders of Energy Bagua practice point. So that's why, yeah, TTDI Energy Bagua practice point trained so many leaders of Energy Bagua practice point. So we really need to give them a prize. This is an outstanding Energy Bagua practice point. Yeah, so it's already been 10 years, and they trained 36 leaders. More than 1,000 people benefited. So this is a Bodhisattva point. And I have already made a special prize. Wow, let's read it. So this is for Malaysia, Baoling and Bodhi Meditation Center, and TTDI Energy Bagua Practice Point, outstanding Energy Bagua point. Yeah. So this is they really deserve this. I hope you will continue to work better and train more leaders. And also the current leader of this Energy Bagua point is also an outstanding one. So I'm very touched, Grandmaster said. Yeah, she has already been the leader for over 5 years, almost 6 years. So Sister Dong Ying is very capable, and she's really a very, very, very outstanding Energy Bagua practice point. So that's why I made this trophy for you to praise you for all your contributions. So this is for Dong Ying, 2022 Outstanding Energy Bagua Practice Point Leader. Wow, what a glory. So her wish is really beautiful. She wants to spread Energy Bagua all over Malaysia. So that's her wish. So as long as she has the wish, and if we put our effort there, then it will be realized. So Baoling Bodhi Meditation Center, work harder, and Dong Ying, work harder, and everybody work harder. So everybody in the world will benefit. When we see so many people benefit from that, I'm so excited. I feel happier than when I myself benefit anything. Yeah, I'm very touched by them. So a lot of our online fans say, I'm in Sydney. I'm also learning Energy Bagua. I also want to start an Energy Bagua practice point to help others. Yeah, so when you help others, you need to pass our exam. Yeah, it's better to to pass an exam. So how to start an Energy Bagua practice point? So first of all, you need to walk well. So you need to have the certificate, a teacher's certificate. So you need to actually it's not hard. It just takes a week to learn. So actually just a month before, Grandmaster has had these teaching of the Energy Bagua practice, and you can contact the closest Bodhi meditation center to have an exam for you. And someone in Korea also want to start an Energy Bagua practice point. Yeah, this is wonderful. Yeah, in Korea, there are lots of fellow practitioners. They usually will start practicing, even before dawn. And you know, a lot of Korean people, they like to stay up late. So to get up early before even before dawn, it's very rare, and they're really wonderful. In the future, I'll show you some of their stories. Okay. So some of our online friends, after they heard the sharing from TTDI Energy Bagua Practice Point, they're also posting their similar health issues and benefits. Yeah. Okay, so why don't we share? So Shangwen said, I used to have asthma. Did you know that? She had asthma before. And, oh, we didn't know that. And the doctor said there's no medication, good medication for that. But a year and a half after we came to Bodhi meditation, I'm already completely well. Well, Grandmaster said, I've never seen her suffering from asthma. She was always laughing, and she had very loud noise. Oh, she used to have asthma. And another Xiao Yu said, thank you, Grandmaster. My father, ever since he watched Grandmaster JinBodhi's teaching of the Energy Bagua, and she started to practice Energy Bagua an hour a day. Now it's a month and a half. And so before she had the, before my father had a varicose veins, and the flesh there was kind of very terrible, but now it's all healed. And I'm so grateful for Grandmaster. Okay, that's wonderful. I'll give you a present. I hope your father would recover and be healthy and longevity. And so Xiao Yu, this is royal yellow color. And Shangwen, I heard that you had asthma before. This present is for you to comfort you. I know that you are in Toronto and helping people. So lead students in Toronto to practice more Energy Bagua. So yeah, this one is for Xiao Yu, and that's for Shangwen. And another friend said, Anne said, before I came to Bodhi meditation, every month I have to go to the skin specialist, and because I had the sensitivity, and whenever there's dust, my skin would have a big problem, very itchy. And when the sun shines on me, when I sweat, it would be extremely itchy. And even when I use those ointments and this cream, it doesn't work, and it's very, very itchy. I couldn't sleep. And also my family also suffer from it. And after I volunteer in Bodhi meditation and practice Energy Bagua a few times, the sensitivity completely gone. Yeah, even the doctor suggested, supported me to practice Energy Bagua. Yeah, right now a lot of skin issues, even doctors don't have any special cures. Yeah. So
This sounds like a girl's name. Anne is a lady, right? For skin sensitivity.
再换一个。
How about this one?
水晶的吧。
This crystal
皮肤
bracelet
性的疾病哈，我都会
for
严重
skin
怀疑
issues.
是
I
与
would
这个
suspect
心肺
that
相关的问题
it's related
好好
to
练
your
就好了
heart
啊
and
练上了
lungs.
八卦
And
内
so if you
功
practice well, then it will
啊
get
这个
better.
送给安
So
啊
practice Energy
祝你
Bagua, and
能
this
够
is
健
for
康长
Anne.
寿
I
啊
wish you good
早
health
日
and
康复
longevity.
还
I
要这
hope
个行走
you
如飞啊
get better soon
八卦
and
天天
work
走
very fast. Work Energy
对
Bagua
好
every
安
day
给
and
你的
live
礼
to
物
the golden age of 99. And this is a gift for you.
师傅还有位冲
Master,
美
there's another
这位网友说
friend whose
感恩
name
师傅这次
is
想
Chong
起
Mei
来以
Peng.
前还没走
I
八卦的时
remember
候就是容易脚踝扭伤
before
走路
I
只
started
要遇
walking
到
Energy
路不平
Bagua, I'd
就会扭
always
到
sprain my
啊
ankle
脚踝好
when I
像
walk
自
on
动会
uneven
自动扭
road.
的似的
It's as if my ankle would sprain automatically. But after walking Energy Bagua for years, it never happened again. I don't even know when it healed. Thank you, Master.
脚踝路不平它就会自己
So
扭起
this
扭了
person, when they walk,
这样
when
的
he
你
walks
没有
on
你就觉得
uneven
这
road,
这
he
所
will
以要
sprain
经
his
常要接触
ankle.
病人啊，你才知
And
道。这种问
It's
题我
very
刚才讲
interesting.
过哈，
Master
大
says
概
there
在
are
人
many
群之
cases
中也
like
能
this.
占到1%。
About 1%
Oh,
of people is like this, or 0.5%. So 1% out of 200 person
哦，就是这样，很
will
危险。如果拿着重
often
东西的
sprain
话
their
它
ankle.
骨头会折断。
And if they were carrying something that's heavy, they might even break their bone.
但是他也没说
And
走了
after
多久。
walking Energy Bagua, he didn't realize how when it healed.
说的他是说啥时候好
He
了也
said
不知道
he doesn't know when it stopped.
就是走着走着
He
就
just
好了
said
就自己
after
爱过
walking
这个都
it,
不用几年以
after
后
walking,
1年
it
以内
just
准好。
stopped. He just
知道
don't
为啥
sprain
吗
his
哈
ankle
能
anymore.
量充足
Why?
了
Because
能量
he's
充足
full
了
of
你那个
energy,
骨头啊，你的
probably within
筋
a
和
year.
骨
And
和
when you
气
have
就
enough
壮了。
energy, your bones, your
所以你的
tendons,
脚
and
就
your
胀了就不会
ligaments are
再
very
窝了
strong.
啊
And
对
that's why you
就
don't
好了
sprain your
啊
ankles
来
anymore.
有礼物哈，
A gift for
非
you
常
too.
棒。嗯，这个是男的女的？
Is it a male or female?
说不出哎
好，我给的礼物是男女都能戴哈。
好的
你看
How about the
这么漂
unisex
亮的天珠哈，
gift?
哇
It's beautiful
这么漂亮。
bead.
这么好看真的很漂
对
亮
Oh, it's
天然
very
的哈。
beautiful and it's natural pattern too.
祝你健康长
I
寿，
wish you
八
good
卦
health
天天走。
and longevity. Walk Energy Bagua every day and live to 99 years old.
还有这个
Thank you,
眼睛
Master.
受益的哈
And there is a
香里是
benefit
姐她说
for
我
eyes.
走八卦
Xiangli said,
这个近视眼减了很多
my
换了两次眼镜儿都
nearsightedness
就是度数
has
不断地减低
reduced
嗯，
many times. I've already changed 2 pairs of glasses. Thank you, Master, for teaching this miraculous Energy Bagua.
他什么意思啊？换了2
What
副
does it
眼镜
mean?
就是
She
她
has
那个近视
changed
眼
2
近视
pairs of
眼镜它的度
glasses.
数减低了嘛
The-
原来
she-
比如说450
her
嘛
nearsightedness
那戴不了了
improved.
就换个300
And
的
for example, if
过2天
she
又戴不了了换个
needed
250
to
的
wear
属于这种
her sight was 450 and it
不要
improved
这吉
to
祥数。
350, then to 250. That's why she needs to change her glasses. And maybe if she walks any longer, she doesn't need to wear glasses anymore.
你看还有一个这个
There's another one.
TW 它的也是
TW
我的近
said,
视眼镜度数
My
是450度
nearsightedness,
戴
I
眼镜
used to be
30多年
450, and I've been wearing glasses for over 40 years. And after practicing Energy Bagua for 4 years, I don't need to wear glasses anymore.
度，戴了30年，
So
30多年的老近视眼
So
修八卦内功。
Oh, so
4
he
年
has
之后
been wearing
眼镜不
glasses
一样
for
了
over 30 years, and after practicing for
不错哈，
Energy
有礼
Bagua,
物吧哈。
有这
好，
这两个摘掉近视眼镜
her
的都
eyesight is normal and
Okay,
doesn't
okay.
need to wear glasses anymore.
都给一个天珠，
So one bead
一个这特别漂
and
亮
a
的
very
蓝色的
beautiful
宝石的
blue
念珠啊。
很漂亮
bracelet.
好，这个是哪个给哪一个呀？啊
Who is it for?
自己分哈。
他们喜欢是同一个吗？还是两个不同的？
It's
这
two
个天
different
珠的
person,
是
right?
之前
The
450度
bead
的哈。
is for the
哎
person
这
who
个
had
这个换了2-3次
450
眼镜的
degree
哈这个
nearsightedness.
换2-3次眼镜的
And
哈
The blue bracelet is for the person who changed her glasses 2 times. And Xiao Wei said she had a colleague who had decades of insomnia, and when she was doing better, she can sleep for 2 to 3 hours every night. And when her case is very bad, she couldn't sleep all night long, and she used many different methods, but it cannot be treated. And after working Energy Bagua for a week and plus 1 hour of meditation of greater illumination every day, her sleeping quality has improved. And since then, she has been working Energy Bagua with them every single day, whether it's raining or not. And she also introduced many other patients to work together. So this sharing is Xiao Wei's colleague. So, Master, can you give a gift to Xiao Wei and Xiao Wei's colleague? So 2 gifts? All right. This one is for Xiao Wei, and the dark blue one is for Xiao Wei's colleague. Thank you, Master. Another insomnia story. Sarah Wang said, "Dear Master, in the early April, I met Miss Zhou. Miss Zhou is a school bus driver, and she's worried that she cannot get up in the morning. And because she's stressed about this, so she cannot sleep at night, and so she would wake all the way until the morning. And she would, if she falls asleep, she will wake up at the slightest sound. And it's been 30 years like that. But she started working Energy Bagua since March the 6th. And after a few days, she can sleep very well. And when her husband gets up, she wouldn't be woke up. And her skin and her forehead is brighter. Her skin is more fair. And her daughter noticed how beautiful she gets. And so her child supports her to work Energy Bagua. And it's just a few days. Continue to work Energy Bagua. Especially you're a school bus driver. It's dangerous if you cannot sleep, if you're dizzy when you drive. So practice well, keep the practice, and get well better. Can we give her a gift for encouragement? I'm so generous. This red one to replenish some energy for you. What's her name? Miss Zhong. I wish you get well soon and have good health. Chang Jiao said, I have severe rhinitis, and during the day I will have a runny nose, and when I sleep at night I have to sleep with my mouth open and breathe through my mouth, and I cannot sleep for over an hour every night, and then I will have headaches. After working Energy Bagua for 2 weeks, my rhinitis is gone. I will continue to work Energy Bagua and help more people to work Energy Bagua together. Thank you, Master. So she had severe rhinitis. There's a lot. She always have runny nose in the during the day and sleeps with her mouth open, breathes through her mouth at night. And it all healed after working Energy Bagua for 2 weeks. And the gift for her. Master has already given us a lot of Dharma teachings, and it's very generous of you already. So this is for Chang Jiao. I wish you get well soon. May you be auspicious, have good health, and live a long life. Next one is from Wang Hua. Since when I was young, when I was a teenager, I had severe headaches, and I will bang my head onto the wall, and I couldn't sleep at night. And I took medicines, I took injections, and also acupuncture. Nothing worked. But after practicing Bodhi meditation, for less than a year, everything changed. And when my mother saw my change, she started to practice too. It's my honor to meet Grandmaster in this life. So she had migraine for many, many years since she was just a teenager. So it's for over decades, and it healed it healed within 1 year of practicing. Shall we give her a gift? Of course.
好吧，好吧，好，给个天柱。
How about a zibid?
好，祝福王华。
I wish Wang Hua good health and longevity and auspiciousness. Thank you, Master. There are many, many sharing. And Master, I want to share something else. After yesterday's live stream, many people had shared dreams of dreaming Master, and they're very real. So it's their real dreams? Yes, it is. The first one is from Chihuan. She said that, I dreamed the sky was very dark. There is a small boat on the riverbank with a few people aboard. Master called me to board the boat. I was scared of the dark and was afraid to go on the boat. Master held a flashlight and walked in the front. As Master guided me to move forward, he also turned and spoke to me comfortingly, so I boarded the boat as well. What does it mean? That's the end. So what does it mean? Master, can you tell us? It's your dream, but you're asking me? All right. Do you know what a boat is for? It's a transportation vessel. Usually we say that it's the sea of suffering is endless, and the boat carries you across the sea of suffering. So I think that it's a good sign. Because there are darkness around, right? And that darkness symbolizes the human society. Uli says it symbolizes a sea of suffering. We all hope that Master can save us, rescue us from the sea of suffering and liberate us to the other shore. And Chi Huan was scared, but Master gave us light and also comfort us on the way, leading the way. It's very, I can see the image. And this boat of Dharma is carrying her to the east shore, liberating her to health and happiness. Have you heard of the Noah's Ark? When a disaster comes, when a crisis comes, the God told Noah to build a large boat and select his passengers to board the boat. The Dharma boat of Buddha and Bodhisattva. When the sentient being needs rescue, needs to be liberated from suffering, that Dharma boat will come. It's a good dream. I'll give you a gift. Is it wrong to give a gift? No, thank you, Master. Look at this. It's a beautiful bracelet. It's called Moonlight Bodhisattva. Congratulations for boarding the Dharma boat. The next one is from Qingzhong. Qingzhong said, I dreamed of attending a class and Master is the teacher. Master taught us how to recognize a real gemstone. Everyone was holding a stone in their hand. Master asked for a stone, so I gave Master mine. When Master was giving the stone back to me, the stone dropped to the ground. I was looking for it, and Master looked for it too. Then Master picked up a larger piece of stone and gave that to me. In my dream, I continued looking for the smaller piece of stone Master had dropped to the ground. Because I thought Master was holding the smaller stone for a longer time, it must have greater energy and blessing. So she received a larger piece of stone from Master. picking up stones. I think it's a very good sign because Master is giving her something, and it changed from something small to something big, and it's a gemstone. And Master give this gemstone to Qingzhong. Is it right, Master? My mother said, if some people give you 1 inch of something, then you should repay them with a foot of something. If you are nice to me, then I must be nicer to you. On the path of self-cultivation, it's difficult to meet a master who can teach you and liberate you. From the perspective of Buddhism, your sincerity is the most important. Is a larger one, is a larger piece more sincere, or a smaller piece is more sincere? Do you remember many years ago, there was a mother who was ill, and they came to see my master. They came with a gift of 2 bottles of oil. The child didn't have faith in my master. And so he said, why would we give 2 bottles of cooking oil to this master? Nowadays, you think that cooking oil is just a daily staple. But back then, the cooking oil was worth as much as gold. And so the child hid 1 bottle of cooking oil and only gave my master 1 bottle. And so his mother's illness was only half of it healed. And when they asked my master, why did my mom only half healed, my master asked him for the other bottle of cooking oil. My master is not asking them for the cooking oil. My master is asking them for sincerity. You're cheating, you're lying in front of the true divine person, then you are not far from this. Especially when a great master is asking you for alms. Young man, could you help me? Can you give me some money so that I can buy some food? If you have a pocket full of money and you're very wealthy, but you despise this person, this master, and if the person who's asking for alms wears very clean clean, you wonder if that person is a scammer and just cheating for money. And if that person asking for alms wears dirty clothes, they think that, oh, you're so dirty, stay away from me. And if you say, no, I don't have money, then the master will ask you, really? And then when you say, I really don't have money, if this is just a regular self-cultivator, then it's okay. But if a great master says, okay, so you don't have money, then even if you're a millionaire, within 5 years, you will lose all that money. It doesn't have to be a great master. Even if you say that to me, then you will get your result of what you said. We don't have to teach you this. You can give it a try. So sincerity. Qingzhong, with your dream, I think you have sincerity. However, think about it. Qingzhong has to think about it and understand the dream herself now. Thank you, Master. There's another friend whose name is Lan. Lan said, one day I dreamed of Master singing. Many people surrounded Master and listened to him sing. When I saw Master, I yelled, Master, Master! Master saw me and walked over to me. Then Master gave me a few small medicine pills. I ate one immediately. So this is her dream. And then 3 days later, I was cleaning when my cell phone rang. I ran to take the call, but slipped on the wet floor and fell. I'm almost 60 years old and suffered such a bad fall. But I thought I wouldn't be able to get up, but I was able to stand up and continue to clean as if nothing happened. I am sincerely grateful to Master. Thank you for protecting me every second. Thank you, Master. This is a very straightforward dream, and it's a true protection. And she received that protection too. Thank you, Master. It's an auspicious dream. There's another one from Fang Hui. Fang Hui said, I dreamed of Master before I became Master's disciple. In the dream, I was deep in the woods. Golden and warm rays of sunlight shine through the dense forest and light up the grass. There was a grass hut on the right. I was standing outside the hut and laughing. I don't know why I was so happy. Then I saw Master standing beside the grass hut and said, oh, so you are Lenny. Lenny is my name. And then I woke up. So Master called her name in her dream. And she had this dream before she became Master's disciple. Then last year, Master released the new healing music called Beyond the Worldly Mind. I was surprised to see the music video because the scenery reminds me of my dream. They were very similar. It's very beautiful. And Master called her name. It's a sign that she has received blessing. Congratulations. The next is from Long Cha. Long Cha said, on March 7th, I was diagnosed with acute lumbar disc herniation. It was so painful that I couldn't sleep that night at all. During the day, I was sent to the hospital on a stretcher. The doctor looked at the images of the lumbar spine and said that the 4th and 5th lumbar disc herniation is severe. It caused numbness of my right leg and foot, and it required surgery. So I was waiting for surgery, and on the night, on April 6th, I dreamed of Master coming to me. In my dream, Master was young and handsome. He was wearing a white short-sleeved shirt and was talking to a group of disciples. Then Master came over to me and said, just a bit more energy blessing, and all will be well. In my dream, I know that this is the second time that Master is giving me a healing. The first time was when I was laying on the hospital bed and couldn't move at all. Master gave me a healing for a very long time. This time, Master saw that I'm recovering well, so Master said just a bit more is great. I woke up after feeling energy in my body, and when I went to see the doctor said that I recovered very well, and he congratulated me, so I don't need to have surgery anymore, and she's very grateful to Master. So she actually needed a surgery. She wrote to me and asked me to bless her so that her surgery would be very smooth. And now she doesn't need surgery anymore. It's great. There's a gift for you. How about this golden mala is my gift to you. Congratulations, Long Cha. I wish you good health and longevity. The next dream is very interesting from Jue Fan. Jue Fan said, I dreamed of Master was teaching a class and he gives the students some pastry. The pastry was made of different types of flour and each had a different color. Everyone wanted a pastry. Master gave me one. I was very happy. The Master gave me another one. Just when I was a bit embarrassed, Master gave me another one. I was thrilled. Thank you, Master. She felt embarrassed for getting more. But then she took another one from Master. So Master gave her 3 pastries continuously. Jujun, guess what it means? It sounds like a good dream, but I think she was also a little bit greedy too. But she did feel embarrassed. Although she felt embarrassed, she still wanted more, right? It's a dream, right? It's a dream. And what does it mean? she received something. Master gave her something and she received it. Master gave her food, and so it's probably auspicious. And also Master gave her more than she needed. She is a self-cultivator, and so I give her more than she wanted. What does it mean? I cannot tell you. So pastry. Pastry first means wealth and more, and it's very good and auspicious. Congratulations, Juefan. I hope you have more dreams. You had such a good dream, and I'll give you a good bracelet. Not only did you receive pastry in your dream, you will receive a gift, auspicious person, full of fortune. All my best wishes. There are many sharings of their dreams, of their cultivation. There are so many sharings. Some people, because of different reasons, they didn't send their benefits. If you want to tell me about it, I would have known it. Juezhen says, I want to share another one. Meng Meng said, I have dreamed of Master many times. Once Master wore a blue meditation clothing and taught us singing. Everyone was laughing and dancing and so happy. I took a picture with Master on my mobile phone. I couldn't stop smiling. When I woke up, I could still hear Master's laugh. I'm so happy. Thank you, Master, for bringing us happiness. Another instance is a few days before my shop's grand opening. I dreamed that Master was a giant dragon. His whole body was glowing in golden light, and Master flew around in my shop. After my store opened, my business was exceptional. Every day there are so many customers. Thank you, Master. Master knew that I'm about to open my store and compassionately brought so many businesses to me. Thank you, Master. So our online friends, after they learn from me for a while, if you have a normal business, if you have good products, the heaven, the divine will make you wealthy and nobody can stop it. So first of all the content that you have dreamed of is very auspicious. You dreamed of me, and my zodiac is a dragon, and you dreamed that I was a golden dragon flying in your store. If you don't get wealthier, who will? Congratulations. It's a very fortunate dream. Let me give you more blessing. How about something that she can place in her shop? That would be so big. You're very generous, Juezhen. How about, okay, let's give her something that she can wear. Juezhen says, why am I generous when I shouldn't be? How about this one? This is a Z-bead with silver inlay. If you wear it, I don't wish for anything else but for auspiciousness in everything. Congratulations, Meng Meng. There are so many good sharings. I'm so happy. It's so interesting. These are very good dreams. There are more people, more online friends leaving messages. One person said that she was taking an exam and she was so stressed. And Master said that you passed. This is such a good dream. Looks like it, Master said. Many people are the dream of taking exams and wake up scared. Juezhen said that during the secondary exams, trying to go into university admission exams, people after many years, they will repeat these dreams. Many people in Vancouver, when they're trying to go for their driver's license test, they cannot pass the test in one run. They have to do many times. But after offering a light, they will be able to pass the exam. And during their road test, there are very few cars on the road, and it will be very easy, and there's no dangerous incidents at all. And probably the Dharma protectors have blocked all the other cars. Many people are scared of taking exams. But when she heard Master say, "You passed," it's so beautiful. When you're stressed and nervous, you wouldn't be able to do your best. If you are calm, if the traffic is calm and easy, then you can do your best. And also during these driving tests, the tester is very important. If they feel that if the examiner feels that you are a good person and you're very good at driving, then they will pass you. When I was taking my driver's test, I didn't understand him why I should turn. But I passed still. And there was, I asked a Chinese passerby, and I asked him whether I passed or not. And he said that I passed flying by. Then what does it mean? Oh, I can get my driver's license. I've never had such a good grade. My friend was tortured, was traumatized by university admission exams, and since then she had insomnia. She was so scared that her spirit has wandered away. So not only do we need to call her spirit back, we also need, not only do we need to ground her soul, we also need her to walk Energy Bagua. Alright, so after we practice, after we self-cultivate, we are full of energy, full of vital energy. We can control our emotion. It will be simple. We can be gracious and elegant. And also, in our life, we wouldn't be timid anymore. Also, we won't be very courageous, but we will have normal courage facing exams, facing dangerous situations. You will have a clear mind to deal with the problem, especially when you're driving, when the traffic is very complex. Your mind is clear and logical. To have a clear and logical mind, you need to have enough energy. Just like a car needs gas, a person needs energy. And the source of that energy is Energy Bagua. Not only do I say that Energy Bagua is effective, just look at people's sharings and their stories. And in today's session, in Malaysia, Paddling Jaya Center, Baoling Bodhi Meditation Center, and TTDI Energy Bagua Point, there are so many lively role models. We're not afraid of any difficult health issues, but we're afraid of laziness, illness. They is always advancing, so don't wait. Don't waste any time. When it's at an advanced stage of that illness, before the illness advances, if you come, then there are some hope. We can't say that it heals everything, but it heals a great variety of illnesses, and plan to work for 100 days to build a good foundation. If you don't even take 100 days to practice, then your health won't change. The divine will bless those who are diligent. That's why we wake up early in the morning and practice. I started practicing even before I was 10 years old, and my health changed tremendously. I see so many benefits today, and I can feel that energy from you. I want to talk more about it. When I hear your benefits, from asthma to eczema, from headaches to insomnia to leg pain, everything healed, from astigmatism and floaters, they all healed, and these results comes from practicing. It's all for Energy Bagua. So work Energy Bagua every day and live to the golden age of 99. When's our next live stream? Our next live stream is next Friday at 6 p.m. and it is April the 15th, and in Asia Taipei time is 9 a.m. on Saturday. On April the 16th, there are very interesting topics waiting for you. I wish you good health and longevity, auspiciousness, and wish fulfillment. Let's meet again next time. Thank you, Master.
小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。因为有了你，生命变得更坚定，不忧忧无虑。因为有了你，日子不再有哭泣，不再有恐惧。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。因为有了你，了解生命的真 犹如彩虹般，彩虹般美丽。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了，我快乐了，我美丽了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与您相遇。小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。